Hello, everyone. Welcome to Teamwork Design, where we strive to design life from conversation to communication. I am your host, Terry Mera. When you want something better or different for yourself, you have to start moving differently. So, how can we start? On my podcast, I shared my experiences and perspectives, hoping you can try, even for a moment, to think differently or try the act so that you can experience it, even though your experience may be different than mine. We are about to close the chapter of a 2023, and some of us desire to be different 2024 from 2023. I am the one for sure. If you don't want to be so called the hamster stuck in the same wheel, repeating the same thing and wishing for different results, well, I think today is the time to start shaping your new keys for new doors. What if everything you know and you believe is a lie? Your opinion, your beliefs, whatever you were told to identify yourself. What would you do now if none of that was true? This question opened so many doors of new perspectives for me. Don't get me wrong, it's everyday debates that I go back and forth. Changing the mindset happens with some experience you gain by changing your behaviors. So I recommend that you ask this question. What if everything I know about myself is a lie? It could be terrifying. And make decisions based on now rather than the past of your perception or worrisome of your future. I know it's easier said than done, but when you practice this without self judgment, I promise you, you will see things differently with yourself and others. With the experiences that you have gained and witnessed the change within you, you can start building the new keys for new doors that you desire. To explain this further, I would like to share an example. I had a conversation with one of my friends recently. She said navigating how she will evolve and expand herself in her industry. I shared a few ideas that I know she can do. She welcomed the idea, excited about it, and acknowledged that she could. Then she expressed the possibility of not doing it by sharing her self perception of who she thinks she is. Sounds familiar? I've done this as well. We have a particular self knowing and self perception that consistently holds us back. Knowing me, I know myself, you know how I am, and so on. Another example, I used to be a firm believer that everyone is like credit history. Based on their past behaviors, it shows their score. And I collected and filed them so I wouldn't have any false expectations and prevent me from hurting and disappointments. Yes, it has benefits and helped me to navigate relationships and define people's character. Meanwhile, I lived with my creation of the hamster wheel, if you will, and I wondered and complained why nothing changed in my life. Self judgment projects judgments of others, and self perception projects assumptions of others. You see, I am what I do now at this moment instead of from thinking who I am. And that's how I start defining myself. No more, no less. Then, only then, I'm speaking the truth of myself for the present moment. I am what I do at this moment. I am speaking to you as a podcaster. Then, I am a podcaster now. If I am writing right now, then I am a writer. If I am running right now, then I am a runner. If I am designing right now, then I am a designer. If I am reading a book right now, then I am a reader. This helped me to detach myself from my self-judgment and self-perception, to build the way I want to be instead of thinking who I am. Because actual truth doesn't need thinking, it just is. It is a journey because I lived with self-perception and self-judgment most of my life. So getting rid of that takes practice. You can start by acknowledging that it's all a lie, regardless of whether you think it is or it isn't. It doesn't matter. Practice to think that your past has no business to your present. Practice the truth, the act of the present moment. No attachment once it's past. Whatever it is that you want to be, do it, even for 3 minutes or 5 minutes. And during that period, you are what you do. Start defining what you are doing right now without judgment and see where it takes you. Thank you for tuning in. This is your host, Terry Mera.